Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I took the weekend off from model building, and as you can see, I'm in a different environment. So I finally got down to the nitty gritty, and I got this room painted, and what you can't see right now is I laid the flooring. And we took the whole weekend and got the flooring in. I think I painted this on Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday we went and we laid all the laminate flooring. So I'm in my new spot. It's a little bit echoey. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but it is a little echoey. I don't have all my stuff in here yet. I just brought in the kits that were above my bench in the other room, and I've got Hot Wheels and some finished builds over on a shelf over there. But for the most part, I don't have any shelving in here yet, so I don't have any of my other stash in here or any of my other built kits. So it's going to take some time to get this room completely finished, but from now on, I've got my hobby room. I'm pretty happy about that. The funny thing is, I was watching Jason over at Blue Ox, and I guess he's going to be flip-flopping rooms. He's going to be moving all his stuff into another room. Jason, brother, I gotta tell you, I wouldn't want that undertaking. This has been a pain, and I was trying to figure out how I had so much stuff stuffed in that little corner. I was in a small corner, okay? And I kind of graduated. I used to have a desk that was half this size that was in the corner of the dining room. And then I graduated to the dining room table. And then I graduated to the corner after I bought this bench, and then from that corner I graduated into this room after my daughter bought a house. So I'm pretty blessed to be able to have this much space. However, because I have this much space, I don't know what to do with it. And I also don't have storage and shelving in here, so there's still going to be a lot of stuff just laying about. So we'll get her fixed up in time, I guess. I have some plans. I think some pretty cool displays are going to happen. I've got some pegboards that I have to paint up, and I got to buy pegs. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rack up some of my Hot Wheels that are still on the cards, and I'm going to make it look like a store display. I think that'll be pretty cool. My shop cards are still stuck to the wall in the other room. I have to figure out which wall I want to do my Wall of Fame on, and until I do, I think they're going to remain over there so I don't get them lost or they get damaged somehow. But anyway, something else I want to talk about. I'm using a cheat sheet this morning. My brain is all over the place right now. I haven't had much sleep in the last few days, so bear with me, will you? Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is on November 13th in Warren, Michigan, at the Macomb Community College Sports and Expo Center, Detroit Area Auto Modelers is hosting NNL 17. And the main theme is street rods, and the sub-theme is 75 years of Johan, which is pretty cool. I have only got one Johan kit, so, you know, whatever. But I don't think I have anything to go. I thought about taking some stuff to enter, and you know, I watch you guys that do shows, and some of your builds are just awesome, right? And I don't feel that I'm to that level yet. I have some builds that I would like to take that are decent, and I would just like to go for the fun of it to see, you know, how it goes and show my cars, not with the expectation of winning anything, but just for the opportunity to show some stuff, maybe meet other people and learn. Speaking of meeting people, I know Tony Lancer is floating out there. He's in Michigan. Craig is in Michigan, and I know there's some other Michigan-based modelers that are watching this channel. And if you're going to go to Warren on November 13th, I'd really like to meet you guys. Right? Meet you guys in person. That would be fun. You know, that way I can put a face to a name, face to a comment, and, you know, we can shoot the bull about model cars and maybe go pillage the vendor tables some. So you let me know in the comment section whether or not you guys are going to be at that show. I'm going to be there. And the spring show is pretty fun, and I took a list with me, and I pretty much obliterated that list. Just about everything on that list that I had, that I wanted, that were must-buys, came home with me. There were only two that did not come home with me, and that was the Chevy Badman, 55 Chevy, and the 1967 Rebelle Camaro. We all know how those two kits are priced, but you know, I still have them on the list to buy, and when the price is right and I find the right ones, I'll make the purchase. But with the prices the way they are, especially right now, I can't see myself just shelling out over $100 on a kit. You know what I'm saying? It's not that dire for me. But anyway, we're going to turn you around here, and we'll get you a view of my bench, and we're going to talk about progress, or the lack thereof, of the builds that I have. Stick around. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. So I haven't made a lot of progress on the builds this weekend. Obviously the priority was getting this room painted and the flooring laid, and then getting things moved in here. But I was able to get a final coat of primer put on the Roadrunner. And I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Now there's a couple areas I gotta touch with some wet sanding, like back here behind the marker light and up here and stuff. But otherwise it is pretty smooth and ready for paint. The biggest thing that makes me happy is the fact that I was able to get the bodywork done and fill that gash that was in the door, and you don't see it. There's no remnants of it whatsoever. So you're never going to see that it had a big old gouge in the door, which is very satisfying. And guys, that gouge in the door was pretty extreme. And I don't know anybody that opens bags like that, but don't do that. So yeah, I think it came out pretty good. And it's ready for paint. But the next 3 days is supposed to rain here. Humidity is 81% today, and I won't be painting anything. That's okay, because I have to make some modifications to the chassis. So I'm going to mini tub this. There's lots of videos on how to mini tub a chassis on YouTube. One recent one is Lucas C. He's also mini tubbing his chassis because he's doing a nostalgia drag car using a little fatter slick. And I'm not doing a nostalgia drag car, but I still have a wheel and tire package that's a little bit wider than stock, so I have to put a mini tub in it. So these are the wheels that I purchased from Z-Force Model Works, and I believe that they are 20-inch or 21 and 20. Now at first glance, I thought that the fronts were too small, and obviously the challenge comes because this kit here is 1/24th scale, not 1/25th scale, and most of the stuff you're going to purchase is for 1/25th scale. I went and I compared these wheels, the front wheels here, with the box stock wheels, and they are bigger. The difference is the height of the sidewall of the tire. That's what's going to make it look small. Being that these are lower profile tires, it's going to make it look smaller. But we're going to make it work. Let me show these things. If you've never purchased from Z-Force Model Works before, they're a really good product. Okay? And I'm pretty satisfied with it. And what I like best about these is that they are actually two-piece. So you have the outer wheel, and then you have the wheel center, which makes it really easy to paint and detail. Not sure what I'm going to do just yet. I know that it'll be some combination of chrome and body color, or chrome and black, or whatever, but we'll see which way we go. I'm kind of leaning towards chrome and gunmetal, but I haven't fully committed yet. So let me show you the size of these fronts on here. I think they go in the other way. And they don't need a whole lot of cleanup. That's another thing. They don't really need a whole lot of cleanup. They need some on the backside from where the supports were. But that's it. Otherwise, they are pretty clean looking. Okay. So let's show. See, they don't look bad, but they look a little bit undersized. But we're going to make them work. We're going to make them work. Show you the rear. The rears are also two-piece. They're also two-piece, so, and again, minimal cleanup. I really like that. So the rears, you know, they look the part. They could be a little bit bigger, but I'm not going to discard them. We're going to make them work. I think they're going to look good. But like I said, they don't really fit under here. Obviously they protrude, which they're going to protrude on the body as well. They won't fit under there. So we're going to have to mini tub it. So basically we'll just trim this away here. Leave this outer part of the wheel well here. Take this part out and cut into here. And then we'll backfill this in with some styrene plastic. And then use some putty and clean up the seams and anything else that remains. So, yep, luckily we have until January to do these builds, because if it was like a couple weeks, I wouldn't be able to do this. I would just have to do a box stock build. Oh, all right, put this off to the side. Now, the shop truck back here, really haven't touched it. Everything's still the same. You guys saw the interior last video. Asked you guys about what you thought about engine package on this thing. Lots of good suggestions. I'm still unsure which way I want to go. I have plenty of small blocks that I can pillage out of any number of kits that I have. I have some big blocks too. I'm just on the fence. I have some NASCAR engines too from some old NASCAR builds that are floating around as well, and I could use one of those. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Stay tuned and you'll find out. But anyway, guys, I think that is all I have for this video today. I'm sorry I haven't made anything in a few days, but that's the breaks. I had some priorities to take care of, and hopefully we can get this room sorted out here really quickly, and I can get back to building. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.